Mortgage rates just dipped below 6% for the first time in years. And then a war broke out. I'm going to show you exactly how this is affecting the housing market and what's happening in the Sonoma County housing market right now, what the Iran conflict means for your interest rate, and most importantly, what smart buyers and sellers are doing now before the spring market. Stay with me because this is the most important market update I've done this year. Let's start with the biggest story affecting the market right now. The US and Israel launched military strikes on Iran, and the mortgage market felt it almost immediately. Here's what happened. Just days before the strikes, the 30-year fixed rate had fallen to 5.98%. This is the first time rates had fallen below 6% since 2022. Genuinely exciting news for buyers. Then the conflict escalated, and within days, rates jumped back above 6.1%. So how does this war in Iran affect mortgage rates? It comes down to oil and inflation. When conflict threatens the Strait of Hormuz, which is the choke point for roughly 20% of the world's oil supply, energy prices spike. Higher oil means higher inflation fears. And when bond investors get nervous about inflation, they demand higher yields on treasury bonds. Mortgage rates follow those yields. It's that direct. Now here's what I want you to understand. Experts are split on where rates go from here. If the conflict stays contained and short, rates could settle back down. But if oil prices keep climbing, inflation fears could keep rates elevated, potentially pushing towards 6.5% or higher. Nobody really knows. And that uncertainty in itself is a problem. Real quick, if you've been waiting for rates to drop before making your move, this Iran situation is a perfect example of why timing the market is nearly impossible. What is possible is having the right strategy in place so you're ready to act when the right opportunity hits. If you want a free personalized plan for your situation, whether you're buying or selling, let's chat and see what your options are. No pressure. Now, let's keep going. Let's look at what our local data is actually telling us, because Sonoma County has its own story. Right now, in Sonoma County, there's about 700 homes for sale. That's nearly double where we were 2 winters ago, and it's about to climb. Every spring, inventory surges, and last year it peaked to nearly 1,400 homes for sale by summer. More choices are coming. Buyer activity has been accelerating, with pending sales jumping nearly 50% from January to February alone. The window before the real spring competition arrives is right now. We're sitting at 3.1 months of supply. That still leans towards a seller-friendly market. A truly balanced market is 4 to 6 months. But buyers have real negotiating power today that didn't exist 18 months ago. The median sold price, or what homes are actually selling for, is $765,000. Homes priced out of line with that median price are sitting. The ones priced correctly are moving. Homes are averaging 78 days on the market. The typical seller is accepting about 5% less than their original asking price. On a $900,000 home, that's a $45,000 negotiation. But February showed real improvement from January. Days on market came down, and the sale to list ratio bounced back to 95%. Spring momentum is building. You have more leverage than buyers have had in years. More inventory, longer days on market, sellers are accepting below ask. Yes, rates ticked up this week because of Iran, but at 6.1%, you are still in a far better position than buyers who paid 7.5% in 2023. So buyers, get pre-approved now. Know your number and understand this. If conflict de-escalates and rates dip again, you and the sideline buyers will be ready to move in days, not weeks. Buyers who wait to get their paperwork together always miss the moment. And for sellers, early spring is your best window of the year. Inventory is still low, buyer activity is growing, and if rates stabilize or improve, demand could pick up quickly. The sellers who win this spring price accurately from day one, prepare the home exceptionally well, and list before the competition floods in. The sellers who struggle are the ones who are pricing at the top of that gap we looked at and wondering why no one's calling. The Sonoma County market is moving right now, and the decisions that you make in the next 60 to 90 days will matter. I work with buyers and sellers across the county every day, And I would love to put that experience to work for you. There's a link in the description to schedule a free strategy call, or you can reach out to me directly through email. We'll look at your specific situation, run the numbers, and build a real plan, whether you're ready to move now or just starting to think about your options.